Merry Christmas! Well, it may seem a little early, but this week it is a week of Webisodes and it's a holiday hunky-dory time.
We've got two new hunky-dory luxury card kits. One is magical and one is stylish.
And if that sounds intriguing, come play with us. Here they are, magical and stylish.
We're going to show you some magic later.
Right, so we're going to start with style.
Right.
I do want to show you just how thick each of these is. Now, I call that a humongous hunky-dory.
Okay, that's almost an inch of thickness there. That's a lot to play with.
That's a lot of stuff. Now, each of the kits will make at least 20 cards, but I'm here to tell you, I think they're going to make double that. But
oh, sure, because you can mix and match and use parts and pieces.
And we'll show you what that means. Now, each of them has an inspiration sheet. And what is nice about that is that although it's not giving you step-by-step instructions, it is giving you the photos. So you may want to change the size of your card.
Right. So use part of it and sort of set it up this way if you like one of these ideas, or do your own thing.
There are 11 ideas here, and we're about to give you a few more. Now, I've laid out this kit in the way that I think you're going to use it. So what we have is in each of the 20 die-cut sheets we have, number one, 20 die-cut sheets. You can see that this is foiled, and they're already die-cut, and you've got big images, you've got borders, you've got words.
And like all hunky-dory, it's real simple to pop out. They just, the die cuts just pop out like this, and you've got frames, you've got borders.
And then what you have is a piece of hunky-dory. They call this their adorable scoreable. It's a 350 GSM weight paper. And you'll get one sheet that has that hunky-dory foiling on it. Then you get another sheet that has, that's just a printed adorable scoreable.
So this is great for a background. You could use this just to cover your card front.
Right. Now, as a matter of fact, what do you have?
I have this card that was used with just that set that you were talking about. So this is one of the large die cuts here, one of the smaller die cuts and a border, and then that background is just that printed cardstock just on the front of the card.
Now, the only thing that's been added to this card is that little bit of ribbon and I guess some foam tape and glue.
Right.
But you can see how well that happens. Now, in this card, we took the adorable scoreable and we glued it to the front of our card. Okay, that means we've got all of this left.
Right.
Now, we did nothing with this piece that was foiled. So, okay, that's sitting and waiting.
Yeah,
and
that's a whole other, at least 2 more cards, maybe 3.
I think so. And then this one, we used this piece, we used a little bit of one of the 2 borders, and we used one of these. So all of these are left, and that's what's going on with this particular card.
Now, there's nothing on the inside of this, but you could very easily add something like maybe a little bit of border strip here just to the inside.
Yeah, stamp it, do whatever you like.
Simple.
Okay, so that's kind of how these kits are working. A die-cut sheet, adorable scoreable that's printed, and then an adorable scoreable that's foiled.
Right.
So here is another of the set. Now, this is still in the stylish set. So you can see that we've got these reindeer out on the snowy scene. Lots of little die cuts this time.
Lots and lots of little tags and strips.
We do. And this is the sheet that has the foiling. So you can see it along the border there and along those snowy accents. And then this is the adorable scoreable that is not foiled. So if you want to make a humongous card, this is your ticket.
Of course, you could cut this in parts too, parts and pieces, but I can see putting stickles all over this just for fun.
And as a matter of fact, we did cut up these borders to use this card.
On this card. So you've got the border here on the edge.
Right.
It's actually on the inside of the card.
Yeah, actually it is. You're right. This has been put on just a black piece of cardstock. And you can see that we used one of the die cuts, two of the little ones, these, and then on the inside we'll get in close.
Just a little bit of a collage of those pop out little strips and tags.
And did we mention that some of them have words like those?
Sure. So you've got your greetings all good to go, and all that was added was some jewel dazzles and a ribbon.
Right. Now let me show you a next set. We're not going to do all 20. I do have to tell you, but I just wanted to show you the process and how you're going to get those. There is a product video on the website. So here's the die cut, and look at this art. Let's get in close because I think it's charming.
It is. It's so sweet.
So,
looks like two little Christmas cardinals.
They're called Love Robins.
Oh.
Hope your Christmas is tweet. So you can see these. We've got circles. All of these have the foil, including the borders. Now, the adorable scoreable that coordinates. This is one without foiling. Isn't that cute?
That is so cute.
And here's one with the foiling. Isn't that gorgeous with the holly leaves?
That's great. The holly leaves, they just kind of stand right out. And there's the card that was made from it. Now, we added some red suede with this.
We did. We added red suede as a matting, as you can see. And that just gives more and overlapping those on the background.
Back here, what we haven't talked about yet is this paper that's included in the kit also. There are 30 sheets, I think, of the paper, and they are coordinated to match the different sets that you're seeing.
Let me bring that in since you brought it up. I think it's a good thing to note. So these all have messages. If I turn this right side, it has some words. So it's kind of designed for the inside of your card, but oh wait, you've got art on it. So as we're flipping through these, you can see that they are going to match the art that I've just shown you.
Right.
So
plus they'll have the greeting, they'll have the matching art, so you can use it on the inside, on the outside.
On another card.
Say you've made 2 cards out of the adorable scoreable cardstock already, then you've still got the paper with the artwork that you can use.
Now this is not the adorable scoreable, this is printed paper.
Right,
so
this is.
Just want to show you all of that because it gives you lots of designing options.
Right. So here we've used the paper on the front with that ribbon, which is great. You put the tag right on top of it, put a little bit more ribbon, it looks like it's tied up on there.
Do we have something on the inside? We do. This is a perfect way to use that paper. Here it is on the inside. We've got a little message, and then add one of the foiled die cuts. You've got that going. Now, you want to see more?
Yes, let's see more.
Here is some very stylish reindeer. Isn't that pretty gorgeous? And the adorable scoreable that is not foiled. And then here it is with the foiling.
Just a touch on the edge. Just beautiful.
What can we do with this?
We can do this. It's a very unique card in that that die cut goes on the front with some of the adorable scoreable. We've added some jewel border dazzles.
We did.
Down here. And some of the purple jewel dazzles sitting out and about on there. And what's great about this is that it was cut just part way from the top so that your card front is like so.
Very, very pretty. Now, on this die cut sheet, what was not used are these two, which you can make into a gatefold card that joins in the middle. Let these two overlap because that's what the art is designed to do. And you've got another gorgeous card.
Another gorgeous card. This is great. On the inside, there's some of that paper as well. So a little bit of the paper was used, a little bit of the cardstock up at the top. So you can make it go a lot further that way.
Now, as I said, I'm not going to keep going through it, but I do want you to know that there are the 12 days of Christmas. These are all little die cuts. And again, you've got the coordinating paper, the adorable scoreable, and the foiled adorable scoreable.
That would really be neat to make like I don't know, a little surprise calendar for each day before Christmas.
Right, and this is the adorable scoreable with the 12 days of Christmas all foiled in it. So the stylishness that we're seeing is not only in the art, which I think is stylish, but I love the different looks, and that's what Hunky Dory does give us, is a lot of different looks all inside one kit. Now we're going to look at the magical kit.
Yeah, we're going to get magical.
Okay,
Here
let's
we
bring
go.
that.
Magic, ta-da!
Now you're going to see the same types of things, but not the same art, of course. So our inspiration sheet is again giving us 11 different ideas.
So the idea of this is that it's more whimsical.
Right.
You've got the stylish, and then you've got a little bit more whimsical magic. And this is fun because it's got a lot of unique shapes with it.
It does. Now, some of the art is going to be playful, like this little penguin. You can see the teddy bear looking at his star. We've got owls. And we've got polar bears. In fact, while we're here, let me show you this card. And you can see that it has the paper towel idea. So all of the layers are just popped out and foam taped on to create these charming little penguins giving their Christmas gift to the polar bear.
And it's just beautiful. There's just a little bit of paper from a Christmas Sweets paper pack.
Okay,
back there.
add a little bit. I love the starry night as it is flickering there. So you can see that sometimes with the Hunky Dory, you are getting the wonderful paper towel accent as you did with this one.
Right, and real simple to put together.
Yes. Now let me show you this one because this is quite fun. This is a snow globe, and you can see again it's going to be a paper towel type. I love the foil. This foil is kind of also a kaleidoscope because it's got a lot of different colors that are reflecting. You can see the different circles. Well, here is how they can come together on the front of a card.
Isn't that unique? Look
Isn't
at
that cute?
That circular just keeps layering on top of each other like that.
It does. And so she is inside her magical Christmas snow globe. Very fun. Little girl and your kitty giving presents.
This is some of the cardstock actually behind and placed on just a standard card. And that's cute. I think there's an inside on this one.
Ah, there is.
You can just add a little bit more of the cardstock on the inside with just one of those labels and a few jewel dazzles.
Let me show you another, speaking of children giving gifts. This has borders. It has that large rectangular as well as circles and so forth.
This one's just covered with that silver, that foil accent. It's just very beautiful.
It's fun how this goes onto the art, so it's a little bit different.
Right.
Now, you can make easel cards with these, and here is one. So it's been cut to be the, well, it's just been popped out, and then the card itself has been cut to be the same size. You can see we used a piece of cardstock, but look what you can do by just gluing that to the half of the card front.
Right, just scoring it in the center of that card there.
And the score goes parallel to the fold, so it goes along the same. Right. And then to the inside of the front half, you glue your die cut, and you can place it on top of a foam taped piece, place it behind it.
And that'll prop your card up so it can just stand up like that. There's just a little strip of the border die cut there.
Right, so just absolutely charming. Again, a little bit of the metallic ribbon and one of the die cuts there.
A quick card to make.
How sweet it is. Now, you can do that type. I think it's fun if you decide you want to add some other things to it. This is the scallops and circles cutting die.
Right, so first, this piece, the cardstock was put on the front of this card, and then that cutting die was used to cut a window.
So like so, and you can see this is all one piece of paper.
Right.
And die cut, and then just simply one of the die cuts foam taped, little bow. And then on the inside, this has been positioned like so. And how cute to have him cutting out.
So you can just pop out one of your, well, I think that was cut out from the cardstock, just a little image, which you can do that individually too. Right. But I love that this is encircled with the jewel dazzles.
How perfect
such a cute look.
Is that?
And the pink border, jewel border dazzles as well.
Easily done. How very, very sweet. So you can see that the dazzles are inside that die cut. Now, you are not limited to cards, my friends. You can do gift bags, and Wow, doesn't that look kind of gorgeous?
That is gorgeous, and it's on the gold holographic ripple paper used as a border.
Let me show you a bigger piece of that. There you go. So look at what that is doing.
So it's really simple just to stack these all up and then plunk that on the front of a gift bag, and a few gold jewel border dazzles down at the bottom.
Doesn't that look gorgeous? Let the gift bag match one of the colors, any of them.
Here is a tag shape with just a little strip of the holographic and the border dazzles, and just one of those labels, foam tape on top.
Right, just knot that to the handle of your gift bag. And like we said, we can't go through all of them because this would be a 2-hour webisode, but each of these wonderful kits is going to make at least 20 cards. You can see that we think it's 40 or maybe even 60. And they're going to be a great start to a hunky-dory holiday.
So have fun, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.